So do you like burning money like I burnt my beard off? Fast. Well, you've come to the right place because today we're installing UniFi Access on that garage door. So we got a slight twist to this. I want to keep my keypad reader, so today we're going all out. So for this install, we're using the gate hub, and for the keypad it'll be a G3 Flex. Well, let's get to work. So here's the setup. We have a Genie wall mount garage door opener. So laying in this mess, I have my pull bar and switch. Also laying, here's a door hub mini that I was using for this door over here. Now, if you guys see me before, I was installing these on my house. This is actually the door I had prototyped it on. I call that a piss poor job, but it works. So out at this door, we have a standard reader, and on the garage door, we have the original keypad, which needs to be removed and replaced. There's actually a G6 bullet that faces this driveway already, so we might do something with a license plate reading. And as you probably guessed, I'll be replacing that mini with this gate hub since it can do a garage door and a side door at the same time. Well, I'm not going to do this in any particular order, but I can't find my full-length pieces of DIN rails, so what we're going to do is go ahead and throw a block in here. And we're going to go ahead and mount the one that came with the hub to the block. A little split, but she ain't going nowhere. Probably looks out of place, but at some point I'm going to finish these walls and probably get it a real box. So I like the height of this number pad. We're going to go ahead and put a new one right in the same place. Just checking the alignment, see how far it overhangs. I think I want it just about there. Go ahead and score it. Well, it's not going to be perfect, but I'm going to drill out the corners to give me a starting place. And now we'll finish it off with the buzzy tool. Now we're going to carve the wood out. Oops. Alright, I think that's about good. Now I'm just going to drill an access hole for the Ethernet cable. Ground it. Alright, we'll line her up. Micrometers. Plug this baby in. There we go. Alright, a little caulk and paint, and we'll be all good. Alright, cut a little extra long so we have some extra length for the future. We'll put the reader in one. Wow, that moves quite a bit. Okay, I'm going to put the reader from the other door in number 2. Ready, I'm going to take it and plug it into the switch. And since I'm thoroughly curious, I'm going to go ahead and plug in my G6 bullet right in there as well. And of course, we're going to go ahead and dump the old terminals from my Mini that run to that door. We're going to go ahead and put them in side door lock. And just like that, now we're lit. Alright, so I have some 2-wire thermostat cord, and we're going to go ahead and hook up the opener right into gate request 1. So I have the thermostat wire around with the rest, and we're going to go ahead and plug it into BWC connections. Alright, there they are. We're going to go buttons up. Now we're going to go ahead and plug this in to normally open and comm on the gate operator 1. Bada boom, just like that. So this hub needs to know if this door is open or shut, so I'm going to go ahead and install this door position sensor that I got from Amazon, and we'll let it know. So I plugged my sensor into the gate position. We're going to see how sensitive it is. So it appears if it's in the proximity, it trips. Interesting. Alright, we're going to pop this on here. Looks like it's going to go right about there. We have gate position flashing. Let's move it. And she is solid. Alright, so I have the gate hub adopted, and we renamed it Pull Bar and Gate Hub. Looking in the overview, I went ahead to the side door and assigned the proper reader. For me, in the settings tab, there's nothing really to look at, but under terminals, this is how I have it set up. The trigger duration is 1 second, license plate cooldown 30, side door exit request. I didn't mess with emergency or auxiliary because I don't have anything plugged into those. Looking under exit request, we have close normally open and gate position normally active. Under the number pad reader, it automatically renamed it, and it left everything else to default. And for the regular door, it named it side door entry. I haven't changed anything in here either. Alright, let's see if the door opens. Nice. Now let's try the garage door. See if we can stop it. Dead in its tracks. And she is a closing. Now, of course, I could scan my phone, but we'll try a pen. So now this is where most people struggle. Right now you can see the pole barn door is closed. We're gonna go ahead and open it. And then now you see that it says open in the list. We'll stop the door. Okay, so right now it says the pole barn door is open, right? We're gonna go ahead and tap it. And boom, now it says it's closed. Now I haven't done anything but plug that camera into the hub, and we're gonna see if it'll open up from a front of license plate. Don't look like it works like that. Well, it's a new day and I think I have this figured out. So we're gonna go ahead and click on the gate hub. And up here you can see manage paired devices. Checking on the location to make sure it's set to the garage door, we're going to go ahead and check the G6 bullet that I have installed, and it actually shows that's on port 3. We'll hit save. And now up here you can see the camera next to the keypad. We're going to go ahead and click on it. We're going to click on the camera. We're going to go to settings, and we're going to choose a license plate unlock, and we're going to edit the field. So we'll drag this over. Now just keep in mind where we put this, the entire vehicle has to be inside of the box. Also up here at the top you can see it selected the vehicle with a license plate number. This is good for higher security reasons, but I still wouldn't exactly use this feature on your home for obvious reasons. Alright, we'll hit save. Apply changes. Now one last thing, under my user credentials, I went ahead and added my license plate number. All right, let's go try it out. Oh, and there she goes. Nice. Well, now this was a massive success. I'm gonna go give this a little paint and caulk job. Then obviously this was temporary just so I could see if it would work. I'm gonna try to figure out how I can get this piece back there with the magnet on the side of the door. But now that is a project for another day. Alright guys, if I make any revolutionary discoveries, I'll go ahead and post shorts on it. But this basically wraps up what I was trying to do for this video. So again, thanks for watching. Until the next time.